You know how many people there are in this world? You know how many ideas and like thoughts just in general that probably did not make the cut because they think they gotta fall through some type of society. Like as long as you're not a bad person, as long as you're not a harmful person, as long as you have heart and you really can do something productive with yourself, like go about it. Who cares what Bob thinks, what Jerry thinks, bruh? CEOs, what's up, your boy CEOs, and I'm back with another video. And reality is what you want. In yesterday's video, I mentioned reality is what you want on accident instead of reality is what you do next. However, when looking back and really just pondering about what I said by mistake, it honestly stuck with me. It made me realize that reality is what you want. I feel like a lot of the times nowadays we get stuck in a fantasy, whether it be influenced through social media, let alone television. Again, in the end, reality is what you want. Reality is what you do next. Again, reality is what you want. Reason being, we spend a lot of our times on our phones. Again, we don't utilize our phones. We don't spend a lot of our time on our phones to gain knowledge, let alone to keep that focus of ours intact. Instead, we go to social media as a way to get through the day, in a sense, to get through our reality. Be present in the moment. That's what you want. When you're present in the moment, you really do see reality for what it is. Life is what you make it. Also, in reality, you are you. You are literally there in real life. A lot of the times we're stuck in our own thoughts, whether it's dealing with weird energy and or distractions within society itself that truly separates us from reality. Get in touch with reality. Reality is what you want. Reality is defined through your actions in real life, real time. Reality is what you do next. And yeah, with that being said, I have 3 screenshots I feel like go really well with what I had to say for y'all, for you, all right? So the first one says, you're better off choosing yourself than trying to convince someone to choose you. Say that one more time. You're better off choosing yourself than trying to convince someone to choose you. The next one says, the more we seek external validation, the harder it becomes to find. Say that one more time. The more we seek external validation, the harder it becomes to find. And last but not least, this one says, there's nothing wrong with wanting more out of life, provided you never forget to appreciate what you already have. Say that one more time. There's nothing wrong with wanting more out of life, provided you never forget to appreciate what you already have. So with the first screenshot, right, you're better off choosing yourself than trying to convince someone to choose you. I feel like through social media or like the technology that we have, like just being on social media, television, these ads that we like are thrown at our face, like how society portrays like the status of how people should be living their lives and like the levels and all that kind of stuff, like middle class, all that kind of stuff, right? I feel like at that point, you're choosing to live your life for somebody else to view you in a certain way instead of you just being you. And I feel like once you choose you, once you choose your life instead of wanting to do this and that for that person, that's when you really tap in with reality. I feel like a lot of the times nowadays, social media is just filled with, okay, I gotta do this, I gotta post this image, I gotta keep up with this for this person to see me as this or for this person to understand me as this. But honestly, bruh, have you even understood your whole self? I doubt it. Like, I feel like a lot of us, especially at a young age, we don't understand who we really are until we really give ourselves that time. And I feel like the only way truly to do so is not through that fantasy shit, through the things that like get us through the day. It's really just tapping in with like the life that we know and like what we can make life to be. Um, and yeah, so you're better off choosing yourself, all right? And then the next one, the more we seek external validation, the harder it becomes to find. So social media again, or just like the tech and like the world that we live in today, this how society is, right? It's all about, all right, if I do this, I get these type of impressions, this type of engagement. These people are fucking with me for this certain reason. But at the end of the day, you're seeking anything outside of your own happiness, like to make you happy, if that makes sense. Like, and like the more you do it, bruh, it becomes harder to find because it's like, okay, everybody knows you got this and that. Now you got to think of another thing to do this or that for people to give you that same type of feeling, that same type of high, that same type of whatever. That's you seeking external validation. However, the moment you just tap in with yourself and just, figure out what you really like and what you don't like, you realize that, like, bro, your happiness is like, it's your own. It's not based off someone else's opinion or what they think is happiness. It's literally what you truly believe what happiness is, what you truly love, what you truly enjoy. Excuse me, what you really enjoy. I get a little excited sometimes, and yeah. But anyways, yeah, I feel like the more we seek things that are outside our norms because people view it as this certain way, kind of makes us feel like we gotta do, you know what I'm saying? Like we gotta go out our way to like be that. And it's like, no, bruh, like you are enough on your own. Like that's like you yourself, you're a human being. Like that's already like you're good. You already classify it as a human. Like you're good for it. You don't gotta do more to be seen. Like, no, just live your life through your eyes, not through the like eyes of others, or like the way our television just shows us the glitz and glamour of certain part. It doesn't show you the process. It just shows you the end result, right? And a lot of the times, a lot of shit is just thrown out our way, like thrown in our face, just for us to be like, you know what I'm saying? So the more we seek that kind of stuff, it's gonna be harder, you know what I'm saying? So you might as well just find everything that you need is already inside you. It's everything that like comes, our ideas that like forms, it comes from within first for us to then physically do it, for it to become an outcome like outside of our mind, right? So it's like everything within you is already like, it's whole, it's good. You just gotta tap into it, you gotta figure it out. There's no reason for you to like search for somebody else's happiness or approval or any of that kind of stuff, because it's like once you do that, it's like a high. Like it's like, yeah, like you have to go for another person to this, to that. And it's a whole nother like, it's just unnecessary. A lot of time being wasted. And then the last one, there's nothing wrong with wanting more out of life. So the reason why I even use or have this one in here too is like, the world that we do live in though, the society, like how social media is, there is one good thing about it, I think, to it, and it's like it shows you though like life can be really more than what it is, you know what I'm saying? So all these cool different ideas, like it could be anything in terms of just anything outside of what you already have. Yes, you have the ability to seek it, and there's nothing wrong with it, but I feel like at the end it says, provided you never forget to appreciate what you already have. And I feel like that part, like a lot of us, like the masses, like I feel like, I'm not trying to really like mass project in a sense, but like I feel like already a lot of us live like in this type of mindset where, you know what I'm saying, we don't even appreciate, we don't even know the littlest things that really do make us like happy, really do matter. Like for me, water, like I'm good with that, but sometimes we might like look on our phone and see something certain and we're like, nah, I need that now, or like that's truly what's gonna make me happy. But as long as you truly already know what's up, like you really know like what really makes you happy, like yeah, there's no reason for you to like be like, I can't do more. Like no, you could definitely do more. And I'm making this video also to say, like, I don't want you to think that social media or any of those kind of things can be bad, but it definitely can be detrimental if you don't know yourself. You gotta really like figure out who you are, because then you can tap into social media and use it to your advantage. A lot of us, we just use it again like for like passively in a sense, just for the time to go by, for our day to go by. But that's really like you're throwing your reality out the window. Like you're really like, you're like, nah, I'm just gonna live through my phone. And it's like, bro, you have your own eyes, you have your own mind. Like you, like the phone just shows you like ideas from others, or like the reality from others. It doesn't show you your reality. Your reality is what you like, you know what I'm saying? Your focal point, what you perceive, what you want to do, what you produce, your actions. So you know what I'm saying? There's nothing more in terms of that kind of stuff. So don't ever feel bad if you want to post something and people feel like this. No, If you got a new car for yourself, you should be proud. And if you want to share it, do so. But just understand, like, as long as you know what you already have and you appreciate that, that goes a long way. Because if you don't already know what you have, if you don't already have appreciation for the littlest things, and that's just like daily gratitude in itself. Like, if you really just are able to do that, then a lot of the things that I just mentioned earlier won't get to you. But I feel like a lot of the times it's just not us figuring out ourselves and what we really enjoy and what we don't enjoy, because we're trying to like it's like following the masses, like what everyone else likes, or what the society thinks these people should be like, or this is how we should be like. And it's like, no, you have your own ideas, we have our own mind. Like, you know how many people there are in this world? You know how many ideas and like thoughts just in general that probably did not make the cut because they think they gotta fall through some type of society. Like, as long as you're not a bad person, as long as you're not a harmful person, as long as you have heart and you really can do something productive with yourself, like, go about it. Who cares what Bob thinks, what Jerry thinks, bro? Um, so yeah, there's nothing more, all right, in terms of wanting more for yourself, but just make sure you appreciate what you have, because reality is what you want. Reality is what you do next. That being said, I feel like I said everything I needed to say. Anyways, it's your boy Siabasha. I'm gonna catch y'all tomorrow. Love y'all. Peace.